Hey, hey, hey! Hey, what's happening, yo? What's happening? We're back with some more Hat in Time, and it kills 9, you know? Or so I've been told.
I have no idea of what any of that was.
I don't either.
And I'm supposed to be the one that's old. So, I mean, there you go.
No, that one's done.
So, right now, we're just kind of looking through what we have left to do. Because it's pretty much getting close to endgame. We're getting pretty close to final boss time. And then, for the first time ever on this channel, we will be tackling DLC.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Holy crap.
We're gonna do some DLC.
My channel did DLC before this channel. That's actually kind of surprising, considering that Drak and Shadow technically started before mine.
Yeah.
So,
isn't that amazing?
I know. It's freaking me out a little bit.
Let's see. Aha, here we go.
Ooh, look at that. So now we can put in this. And this completes the ship, doesn't it?
It's a match. You've identified a relic from the strange planet.
Yay! And boing! We got a new timer.
Graffiti kit. These were made for vandalism. Definitely. Even I feel compelled to take these and draw on everything. I can only conclude that this vandalism toolkit must be illegal. This makes this relic rare. If only the package hadn't been opened. Only a monster would open the package of a rare item.
I have no words.
No words?
No words. That's because I'm an old fart, as you guys have all made sure to tell me. It's just the way it goes. It's alright. Alright, so we are heading back to Alpine Skyline.
Yeah, to the Alpine Skyline.
To get, basically, I think our last time rift.
Yeah.
That we just barely unlocked. So, there you go.
We're gonna do the time rift again.
We're doing the time rift again. So, bonk. Another time rift.
Yeah. There's a few more, but we'll probably just go for this one. You know, the one that tells all the backstory.
Okay. That's up to you, because we're getting close to end game, and then we can start tackling the DLC.
Yeah.
As it were.
The seal the deal.
The seal the deal DLC.
Complete with seals.
Or as I like to call it, the promise that, well, Gears for Breakfast shouldn't have made. Just because this should have been on PC, and if you were going to do the console release for DLC, it should have just gone out uniformly. And no, it didn't happen. Love you, Gears for Breakfast, but I've said it numerous times on this playthrough. You may have bitten off more than you could chew.
Yeah, probably.
It's okay. We love you. And speaking of the time rift,
it's right here. Super easy. Time rift. Alpine Skyline.
Are we ready for another time rift?
We are ready for the time rift again.
Well, no, we aren't. We didn't bring our umbrella. Oh, wait, we did bring our umbrella. Why aren't we using our umbrella?
I don't know.
This seems
that
like
was weird.
Wow, whoa, random pockets of teleportation much?
That was weird. I've never had that happen to me before.
Okay. Well, Gears for Breakfast, there's a bug that you need to go fix.
You just chill, dude. You're so hard on them.
I'm not hard on them. Trust me, I'm not hard on them. I've been far harder on indie devs.
Wang.
Yeah. Oh. Evil ravens.
They're crows.
Or, yeah, that's right. Sorry, they're crows. So at that point, at some point in their lives, they will start going, ugh, ugh, ugh. I make fun of it because I love it. There you go. Holy crap, man. Like, we actually are finishing a lot of games on the channel recently. So we're actually getting ready to finish up Xenogears.
Yeah.
We just barely finished up Pokemon Leaf Green. But unfortunately, we're going to have to wait on Emerald just because I have to go resecure where I was. Pokemon's one of those times that really frustrates me with RPGs because you can only make that one save file.
Yeah.
And you could copy it, but emulators, that's a lot more fickle than you think it is. Especially getting it to work. That's the major problem. Like getting the emulator to actually recognize the save file and all that fun stuff. Whereas in any other RPG on a console, I could just make a second save file and play it safe. Which, contrary to what a lot of people think, I do actually do that. Sometimes we have a secondary save file on an especially buggy game. Then we cover the bases. In fact, that's kind of what happened with Xenogears. Like when we had issues, I did have a spare save file to be able to go back to. Just on a separate memory card. But yeah, we're finishing up Xenogears. We're finishing up Hat in Time. We finished up Pokemon Leaf Green.
Leaf Green.
As of this recording, we have started up Full Throttle, and Full Throttle will not take that long. So you guys can look forward to Brave Fencer Musashi very soon because we have figured out our problems. It is workable now.
Yeah.
So we will be doing Brave Fencer Musashi, and again, I'm going to warn people. If you go to that Let's Play hungry, that's your fault. It's not my fault. It's your fault. Because you knew you weren't supposed to do that. Clang! I did it right. So Hat Girl didn't have to. I say Hat Girl, you actually follow accuracy here and you do Hat Kid.
Yeah. Once in a while I slip and call her Hat Girl, but yeah, Hat Kid's her canonical name.
It's a girl, I don't care.
She's a kid in a hat.
In fact, she is. But she is also a girl in a hat.
That's true too.
So, I am not wrong. Everybody else is wrong. Or that's at least how the logic's supposed to go, right?
I don't know.
I don't know anymore. Okay, so next one. I'm kind of surprised that the rain isn't a mechanic in this world. Just to make things slippery.
It's really just here for show.
Just to go into the inner workings of the world.
But it provides nice atmosphere.
There we go.
Hey.
Okay. Whoa! Jeez. See, this is Alex showing off his expertise as a gamer.
Yeah.
He has expertise. I can confirm. He can, in fact, play video games.
Considering we can only seem to make one level progress per session in Donkey Kong Country right now.
Well, I kind of knew that was going to happen eventually, is that, you know, you do actually kind of get to a standstill in 2. I'm not sure about 3, but I would guess that there's something to that extent in 3.
Yeah.
Like, there are going to be a couple of levels that'll throw people off. The other thing, too, is I love my wife dearly, but the completionist itch also kind of plays into that.
Well, I'm the one who said we shouldn't bother with completion.
And I knew that she would fight you on it. Hence why I volunteered to do the completionist stuff with her. So, at that point, you don't have to worry about it. We have 3 out of 5, so now we just need to find the pipe out of here, right?
Right.
To the next world. Or to the next area.
The next section.
Section. The next board, as they used to be called.
Yeah, the next board. But there's no kill screens here that I'm aware of.
By the way, did I tell you of the one Christmas present I really, really thought about getting getting my 2 daughters this Christmas?
No, what?
So, I don't know if you've seen them at, like, Walmart and Target, but they actually, this year, were selling these mini arcade cabinets.
Oh, yeah, we had one at my work, too.
So, like, I was really tempted because they had... I'm trying to remember the ones that they had. There was one that had Donkey Kong, but it was really rare to be able to get. In fact, the only time I saw it was online. But you could get, like, Galaga, Pac-Man, the original Pac-Man. Although, technically, some of these actually had multiple games on them. You could get, like I said, Galaga, Pac-Man, and the one I was considering getting was Street Fighter 2. So you could get a Street Fighter 2, and it was like 4 different versions of that game all on one board.
Yeah.
And I thought about getting it for my oldest daughter, Aria, just because, like, that way she could play a game all her own. And kind of got shooed away from that idea because Andrea wasn't. I'm not saying she was against the idea. She's like, is she actually going to enjoy it, or are you going to enjoy it? It's like, well, that is actually a very good question. I will enjoy it with her. Well, they just barely. So I was considering getting that, but they just barely kind of solved the one problem that I would have had if I'd played on it, which is it was built for her. It was her height to be able to play it. They just barely added an extension now where you can put it under the cabinet.
Yeah.
And it's adult sized. Like, you could technically do that. And I kind of was halfway tempted to go to Andrea and just go, can I get it, please? Can I, like, me and my older brother can play it all the time? She's like, no.
Aww. How cute.
It's one of those things where, like, as old a gamer as I am, I would love to be able to have, like, a retro arcade in my house. But then I have to look back on it and go, do I really want that?
Yeah.
I'm a console gamer, and that's what I love. So at that point, like, having every console would probably be more preferable to me than having an arcade machine. Like, arcade is great and all, but I like sitting at the couch and playing games. So that's probably the way that I would go with it. And for the record, please don't go out and get don't recommend prices for 3DOs, okay? There are some consoles I don't need to own. All right, I don't need to own a CDI. I already know of the fail that the CDI is. But even I'll admit, like, I would love to be able to own, like, a classic NES, classic SNES, N64, Genesis, Master System, Sega Saturn. I have never played a Sega Saturn. I would love to at least try it once.
Yeah. I never had a Sega Saturn either, but one of my cousins had one. And I think that's the only time I ever got to play it.
No, the closest thing to a Saturn I ever played was the Sega CD. And
maybe it was a CD. I can't remember, actually.
It might have been a CD.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people just kind of wrote off the Saturn, especially around that time. Like, the contenders, at least locally to us, were N64 and PlayStation.
Yeah.
PlayStations were very hard to come across in stores when they came out here, and N64s were equally as hard to get. But Saturn, everywhere. Like, I remember our local Walmart complaining like he couldn't get rid of Saturns, and he literally bought them off of Incredible Universe. So I think we mentioned this in a previous episode. Like, Incredible Universe used to be like this ultimate electronics store that was near to us, and it was awesome too.
Yeah, I remember it.
And it went out of business very quickly, but it was so cool to be able to go to as a kid because they had all the demo stations for PlayStation and N64 when it came out, and Sega Saturn, and you could be able to try out so much stuff there. It was like a gamer's paradise.
Yeah, I think I only ever got to go there once, and that was like when they were closing out.
Yeah, and what I found funny was, like, a lot of the local retail outlets, they bought them out. Like, they bought their merchandise and tried to sell them.
Yeah.
And they kind of had the same problem that Incredible Universe did, which is, like, some of those game consoles just didn't sell. I remember, like, the one place you could get a 3DO near us was at Incredible Universe. That didn't sell.
Of course it didn't. It
didn't sell.
It's expensive.
Oh yeah, like a lot of people joke about, like, no, there's no way it was $700. Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yes, it was, because it was literally being, I think its market share, at least originally, was to cater to gamers that were kids when the Atari was out, but are now adults. Hence why you had those commercials of, like, the Super Nintendo and the Genesis going into the toy box.
Yeah, it was meant to be.
So you weren't playing the baby consoles anymore?
That and it was also meant to be kind of like the first true multimedia machine.
Yeah.
Before Xbox tried to do that.
We were kids. We didn't know any better, so we would have bought into that. Because, like, at that point, people don't realize this concept, but yes, the SNES and the Genesis were good, but you played so much of them that as kids, like, the thought of a new console in the house was like candy.
Yeah.
Like, you had to have it. It didn't matter that the console was crap. That's one of the things that I love is that, or that I giggle about is, like, one of my favorite pro wrestlers, AJ Styles, the first console he ever bought was an Atari Jaguar. And he bought that for himself because he was going off to college at that time. And so it was just like, wow, somebody bought a Jaguar. My gosh. And I actually knew somebody in one of my classes at school that bought an Atari Lynx. The only one that I ever knew that bought one. And I think he also had an R-Zone, too. Yeah, that R-Zone. The Tiger R-Zone. Oh, what a piece of crap that was.
Oh, crap. Did I miss it? There's supposed to be a picture on one of the birdhouses, but I am not seeing it.
Well, I mean...
I wonder, which makes me wonder if that was in the previous
It could have been. It's okay. We could tell an incomplete story.
Unfortunately, this is why I prefer... Another reason to prefer the console version. Even if you don't get all the pictures, you still get part of the story. You still get part of the history.
You mean you prefer the PC version?
Yeah, the PC version.
Okay.
But in the console, it's all or none, which is...
No! It's okay. We can make it work. All right, so I guess we'll go now and... Oh, wait, no. Oh, yeah, this is the ending. This is the ending slide. So... It's okay, we did it. I mean, for crying out loud, like, when I was a kid, I really wanted to get a TurboGrafx 16. Because it had a lot of games I wanted. And, nope, never happened.
Yeah.
And frankly, as a Castlevania fan, I should have gone that direction, because then I could have gotten a Turbo Duo or a TurboGrafx CD. Which was technically cheaper than the Sega CD. And I could have played the actual Rondo of Blood. But no. I had to go down the other route that everybody else did. I'm judging all of you. That's why I'm being quiet. I'm looking at all of you and judging you.
You're looking at all of us judging.
Yes.
Judging Jason.
In fact. But not that Jason from Friday the 13th. Especially Friday the 13th, the game. Wow.
The new one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen footage of that?
Yeah, I've seen it.
It looks balls. It's horrible. I feel bad for anybody who paid into that.
Oh, my circuit board.
Dude, Jason in Mortal Kombat X looks better than Friday the 13th, the game.
Yeah. Power has been restored to the attic. The chapter's time end is now available.
All right, so it's time for us to finally confront Moustache Girl.
That's right. We're going to confront the girl with the mustache.
Is she, in fact, going to twirl her mustache?
She just might. She just might.
Do we want her to twirl her mustache? Actually, yes. Yes, we do, because she has the perfect mustache for twirling. That's the way it goes. Press the button.
Oh, gotta do this first.
Bonk. And... where's our Santa hat? There it is. Whee!
Let's see here. Do. Dweller mask. There we go.
Yeah, the button's pressed.
Okay, button's pressed.
So, why on earth is it just that we're supposed to hit the ceiling, or...?